Join IJF NFT.
Yes, well, here we are, the final block of the third day here in Guayaquil, Ecuador. And we have 3 categories, so that will be 9 absolute great fights. We will start with the 81 kilogram category, that's the first category. And we will see in the first fight Maxim from Kazakhstan and Hajiev from Azerbaijan. And for me, I think for Hajiev it is difficult to find the energy to fight for this bronze medal. I hope he is psychologically capable of making the change, because he was the one for me that had the biggest chance to get to the final. Was thrown against Aregba from France. Well, we had a really big discussion about it, if it was Ippon or not. They gave Ippon. I thought it was Wazari, and then he still maybe had a chance to get into the final, but it did not happen. And if you lose a semi-final like that, it's always quite difficult to get yourself back together to fight for this bronze medal contest. At least he had a 1.5 hour of rest, and I hope that he can put this semi-final away and he can make a real good fight for the bronze. Another bronze medal contest between Kopecki from the Czech Republic and Bonferroni from Switzerland. I called him this morning as one of the favorites. And in the final, Latisev from Moldova. That's the one I did not expect. And of course against Aregba from France. So this is the first category. Afterwards we will have the women under 70 and then the men under 90. So a really enjoyable final block.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing Hajiev, whether he can, pull himself out of the depths of having to come for a bronze medal, which for a lot of people is a big achievement, but maybe for Hajiev not so, because he fancied going all the way. Bonferroni as well, I think that's a good one to watch, and we were just chatting with one of the Swiss team. It's not a big team that they've got here, but one of the athletes came up and we were chatting with her, so there's a lot riding on it for them. And then when it comes to the final, Aregba and Latisev, I mean, I'm really looking forward to that. I just fancy that despite all of Aregba's weapons, Latisev has got something that is just going to be that little bit too difficult to deal with.
That's true, but with Aregba I've seen a really strong athlete. I just passed him outside and he looks really strong, but still also really flexible. It's difficult to throw him on his back. If you think that he goes, then it's still possible for him to make a completely change in the air or something. So difficult. One thing for sure, the French team, they're always well prepared. Kata is always really good and strong physically, and also they have enough stamina to fight for quite a long time. And if you saw the throw of Aregba in the semi-final, the twist with 180 degrees so fast from this, with the left, a little bit of left and then to the right, very explosive judoka. So I think this will be definitely a good final to watch. Okay,
before the final, we've got 2 bronze medal contests to bring you. The first of which features Milan Maxim of Kazakhstan. He goes up against Eljan Hajiev of Azerbaijan. It'll be Maxim in the white judogi, Hajiev in blue. Let's go down to it's the middle of the competition hall, mat 2, for the first of the bronze medal contests. It was a good thing that Dennis van der Geest was on the ball. I was expecting to see that really nice intro of the city where they're on the bus and they're doing all of their stuff and everything, and then it didn't appear.
Oh, we're here.
Well done, Dennis.
We're here together, Sheldon. Yeah.
Because I was completely somewhere else. I was like, right, here we go. And the referee in the middle for this one is Heather Luchens of Belgium.
Welcome to
The adrenaline will be pumping as they step on to the mat. Hadjiev taking his time to get there. He's got that air about him that Dennis was talking about. Is he up for it? Has he still got something left in the... Has he still got something left in the tank? Okay. Doesn't matter how professional you try to be, does it? There's always somebody. I like the one that goes, "Would you like a coffee?" Chance there for the Sumigeshi, missed it. I think we saw him earlier on a couple of occasions attempting the Sumigeshi. He didn't have to attempt it where his opponent was quite that low. That would have been a tricky one, but I have seen it. I've seen them execute it when the athlete is on their knees. And I like the fact that you can still attack your opponent despite the fact that they're on their knees. They don't call a mate just because one is on the ground.
The tempo in this bronze medal contest is quite low. Hadjiev gives Maxime all the time to get the grip he wants, and he's waiting to counter, but he's waiting so much that the first Shido is now on the board for him, and this is again a good attack from Maxime. And for me here you can see that Maxime, he comes out of the repechage, and he's quite happy that he's still capable of winning a bronze medal. You can see that he has the energy in this fight, and yeah, I'm looking to Hadjiev in a different way than he was fighting before, but maybe he can
step up.
Yeah, and get himself back into the game.
Well, that would have been something quite unique. I'm not sure what I would have called that.
Well, first attack from Maxime, then the counter, and then again, because he was still holding on the arm, trying to come back with the same technique.
Hadjiev has not stayed up with the tempo, I'm afraid, and he really is on the verge of going out here. Just doesn't look as though he's up for it, does it?
No, it's just what I said, you know, losing the semi-final, and you can see that he's not that motivated, and that's a shame, you know. You can complain maybe when all the fights are over, and the complaining with a bronze medal around your neck is better than with a 5th place. But then he really has to give a little bit extra now, because you can see that Maxime, he's the one who wants this bronze medal.
Yes, you don't want to go away with 2 losses. You can take a loss and then come back.
No! Yes. So that was a big ippon. Something like, okay, 2 Shidos on the board. Maybe he was watching his coach, who said something like, "Come on, give everything for once." Well, that's what he did. Look at this soda with the hook. Well, the referee was in front of that situation, but there was no doubt that it was ippon or not. So a shame for Maxime, but for Hadjiev, finishing today with a bronze medal, and he wins it in style. big one.
Yeah, up until that point, Hachiev looked as though he was on his way out.
Yeah.
All credit to him for coming up with not just a big finish, but absolutely massive. That was huge. Right, coming up next, Adam Kopecki of Czechia goes up against Aurelian Bonferroni of Switzerland. It's Kopecki in the white judogi, Bonferroni in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Vyacheslav Peretyeko of Uzbekistan. What a way to get the final block underway. A little bit of tension. Maybe it looked as though it was a dead contest, and all of a sudden he exploded. Maxim went over. Let's see what we can get from the second of the bronze medal contests.
Well, for Bonferroni it was the same as semi-final. He was leading by Vasari for a long time, and in the last half minute Latisev from Moldova threw him for Ippon.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I know it's jumping the gun a little bit. I could probably save it for the final, but I've just noticed that if Latisev is going to win the gold medal here, he will have to end up beating the number 1, the number 2 and the number 4 seeds. He's already downed number 1 and number 4. There's only the number 2 left, and that's in the final, Aregba. It's well set up. He's had a draw and a half.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I don't know, he came back in fairly quickly, didn't he?
Yeah, but
he'd gone out, okay. Swiss fighter could see that one coming.
well, he pointed out where it was coming. nice Uchimata. But also well defended by Bonferroni. Oh, shoulder throw! Well landed on his bum, but that's a shame because this, well, you want to give a score for it. So quickly. But the rotation it went so fast that there was no landing on the side or on the shoulders, so no score.
Bonferroni just beginning to show signs here of getting through the defence of Kopecky. Coming up with a couple of good attacks here. And again, he's nice and upright, isn't he?
So the leg is out into the Newaza, but yeah, well, still the control is there. If there's a Wasari on the board, then he's the winner for sure. 10 seconds already, there it is.
He's gone
okay,
now.
yeah, he's out, but still 18 seconds. Time is still ticking away. Referee calls Mate now. Well, that's a moment to score Wasari. Just in the end of the fight. Bonferroni takes his time. Yeah, well, yeah. If you had that one chance, then that was maybe not the best attack to try. It is Kopecky from the Czech Republic who wins the bronze medal.
Much to the delight of the coach. Not quite the same kind of exuberance as we saw yesterday with the coach from Poland. We've got to get that on the highlights reel, I think. That was nice to watch. Adam Kopecky takes the second of the bronze medals.
So, one more fight to go in this category, and that's the final. In white we will see Latisev from Moldova, and he will be fighting Arekba from France. He will be fighting in the blue judo gi.
Roland Poiga is the referee in the middle for this final. I'm just waiting for the arrival of the two athletes. Here comes the exciting big thrower Mihail Latisev, and followed in by, well, the equally exciting Arnaud Aregba. Yeah, this promises to be a really good one. We've seen some exciting judo from both these athletes today. Let's see where this one goes. Little feint. And then looking to go over on the right side. The feint came from the left. Well, there's a third attack from Latisev. He's not hanging around, is he? Now trying to work something on the ground. We quite often refer to an athlete weathering the first wave or the first storm. Well,
yeah, everybody has a different approach to a final. Some they go from first, second, they go all in. Some are a bit more defensive. Well, and it's quite clear what's happening here. It's Latisev who completely goes all the way from the start of this final, and it's Aregba who's a bit more, well, defensive I won't say, but oh, it's so open. This is too open. You don't want this in the final. You know, it's like normally when you really try to stay tactical, you will fight out, start over with the grips again. You don't want to be in that situation because they're both capable of scoring, but it will always be like 5-5, so 50% chance of you winning, 50% of the other one. And if you do it a bit more tactically, maybe you can make your chance to win like 70%. So you don't want to come in that situation. Oh, this is an unbelievable twist. Feinting the right Ippon Seonage, hooking in the leg.
He sold him on that one. Latisev just getting drawn into going back on his heels in anticipation of having to defend against that forward throw. And now he thinks about it himself.
A bit same, two directions, but what I mentioned before, it's quite difficult to throw this French guy.
Yes, yeah, that was in the lead up to that, very well pointed out, because we'd seen him avoiding going over earlier.
But it will be 2 minutes of hard fighting for him to win this gold medal, because Latisev is a so open fighter.
And we've also seen him throw right at the back end of a contest.
Yes.
To take it.
Well,
he's gone over. Yep.
Do you think they will give Ippon? Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was enough. He did enough. Of course, it was also Aregba who tried to do some sumigeshi, but before that it was Latisev already. Ouchigari.
And it's
so
all too late.
Yeah, you know, that was the only thing he could do. We can see it here from this side, this angle. This is the angle. The Ouchigari straight on his back. So yeah, that twisted, man. Wazari on the board and then Ippon afterwards. So it's Latisev from Moldova, who's the world champion juniors.
And he does end up knocking off number 1, number 2 and number 4 on his way to picking up that gold medal. They've provided some incredible entertainment, Moldova, the athletes that they've sent here. Really enjoyed watching them.
Beautiful Wazari from the Frenchman, and then tried it and then to the other side. You know, I think 90% of the opponents will fall, but this was good, the Ouchigari. Well,
yeah, it was just getting in there. Right, yeah, thanks for that. And Philip's not in charge of them this time round.
No, but we've seen it a few times and from different angles, so...
Right, coming up next, we've got the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 70 kilo category. Idilanis Gomez of Cuba goes up against Sarah Melau of Germany. It'll be Gomez in the white judogi, Melau in blue. The referee in the middle. But this one is Ioana Babiuk of Romania.
First chance for Germany to win a medal with Melau. On the other bronze medal contest they have Samira Bock also fighting for Germany. So 2 chances.
Martina Traidos was the athlete that we were chatting about earlier. She fought at under 63 kilos. The Germans have had, you know, some reasonable results in those weights, 63 and 70. We've got to mention our esteemed colleague Annette Böhm. Can't really miss her out, can we? Athens and Beijing. Came unstuck, however, in Beijing. We won't want to mention that too much. Still can come out. Yeah,
it's
there
out.
it is. Top half, nice, good squeeze there, Dennis. Look at that.
Yeah. Can she hold her? No.
Oh.
But enough for a score on the board. The Wazari is there for Merlot. And the Ojigari, we've seen it a few times already. Strong Newaza as well, the German, and stronger in their Kumikata. So I think it will be really difficult for Gomez to change this situation. But you never know. We just saw it in the final. So the time is ticking away. Melau still not in big danger. Oh, put herself a bit in danger though. If I were her, just keeping my hands in front of the Cuban. Don't let her come too near. There's not a single Shido on the board. Yeah, just stand like this. Don't take any risk. And she rolls over, but yes. Wazzari straight into the hold down. Did they give? What's happening here? Yeah. Well, this. Yeah. I don't know if this is the right decision, to be honest. Like, okay, it was a Wazzari, then there was a stop.
Yes. Let's have a look.
I hope it's long enough. So, okay, well, Wazzari. She's holding down. She let go. And then, yeah.
Well, maybe we can have another look at it.
Yeah, well, for sure. Hopefully.
And I think we can. Let's have a look at the scoreboard.
No,
right.
Here's the Wazzari.
Right, but there's no Wazzari on there for Gomez.
No. This is the Wazzari she made.
Right, but what does the referee signal?
I don't know.
Have another look. That's what I'm saying. Have another look.
No, but there's a moment that she's already celebrating, so I think she gave Ippon.
Right, so let's have another look at what happens when the score comes up.
Can we see if we can. So
yeah.
golden score, so they changed it.
Right.
Okay, so I'm really happy with this situation because
she gave Wazzari and was at Ippon.
Yeah, she made it. Yeah,
right.
And so Gomez was celebrating. Millau was laying on the ground.
There it is. Wazzari, I was at Ippon.
Oh yeah,
and it's not because there was no Wazzari for the. No. That's where the mistake was.
So she let her go.
Yeah, because she saw.
Yeah,
the Ippon.
The German is thinking, oh, how can I give this gold or this bronze medal away just a few seconds before the end? Let's try to get back into the
where
fight.
We are now. But we've cleared up why it is that there was that break and why it is that Gomez thought that she'd won it.
For me, like the referee has to take a few breaths.
I'm afraid
as well.
so. Yeah.
And then we can start with the golden score. Not well.
Right.
Everything.
Right. So we should have 2 Wazzaris on the board, which we will have in a second because they're just tidying up the scoreboard. We'll get 2 Wazzaris on the board and then we'll go on with the golden score period. There we go. Or the last few seconds of what would have been regulation time.
They're doing it now. So it's quite difficult for these 2 fighters to stay focused with everything that happens.
Yeah, very difficult.
Millau was so close to this medal. She just had to keep her hands in front of her opponent. Well, you cannot say that they're not entertaining us. What a mix of emotions these two fighters already had in this fight. Can she make the strangle? Is it under? Yes, it is.
Got the leg trapped.
So you have the emotions of almost winning your medal, then back in the game, then Gomez was cheering because she thought it was Ippon. And then you have to get back into the game to do the golden score. And I think it's good to see that Melo just continues the tactics she had before. What almost brought her the bronze medal in regular time. But Gomez showed us that she's capable of scoring on every moment.
Well, we've had a few minutes longer than we thought we were going to have. It was all done and dusted a while ago. Not quite the way that it should have finished. Mercifully, we've found a way out of it. And
yeah, that was Ari. It was stupid from Melo. She was winning the fight, and
20 odd seconds left.
All the credits for Gomez that she battled herself back into this contest. So the first Shido on the board after 7 minutes of fighting. Ouchigari, I'm waiting for it. The shoulder throw from Gomez. They have to dig deep. And well, now it's not fun anymore, you know, it's just like, yeah, because they're also so close. Who wants to win this medal?
both athletes now struggling to find enough breath to get them back up onto their feet, and then once they're on their feet they have to dig even deeper to find the energy to grip up and come up with some kind of scoring technique. Oh, she's ducked underneath there for me. And I think she ducked underneath. Almost ducked into a makikomi.
Oh,
I think she's dodged the bullet there. And it's away from the referee, but it was close. This is a better look for us. No, on her front. Now Gomez picks up a penalty for passivity. Crowd getting into it here. Can't imagine that there are that many Germans and that many Cubans in here, but
no, but people, yeah, you know,
they picked a side.
Yeah, and they're enjoying this fight, you know.
I think most of the Ecuadorians have gone for Cuba. There's another push, but it would have stopped anyway. There was a stop in there.
Yeah, and Gomez also really determined not to fall on her side.
This is really painful, not just for the athletes, it's painful to watch, because you can just imagine what it's like after 4 minutes, nearly 5 minutes of golden score. Physically draining. Gomez probably thought that was a good strong attack, but you can see there was no breaking of balance.
No.
Really didn't get that close to her opponent. And Mielau is finding it difficult to get to her feet. That's not going to endear her to the referee. Okay, she managed to get out of a tricky situation with Maki Komi. The referee almost imploring them to get to their feet.
Let's see if Melo can throw out one more good Ouchigari from the start. That's one of her best attacks.
Hasn't got enough to work on the ground. She'd like to be able to work on the ground. There just isn't enough power.
If you've been there, like deep in golden scores and then groundwork, that absorbs so much strength and energy, and it's not there anymore. They're in the, how do you say, so the twilight zone now. Just the most of the tactical plan is gone. They just like fight each other. And
they're running on empty. Gas is burned. And they decide to go for the penalty against Blue for passivity.
Yeah, she just has to hook in with the right leg every time.
No, that's across the face. German coach can't believe it. He's cheering even for a possible false attack. That's desperation, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're already fighting for 10 minutes. Yeah, well, you know, it's not a false attack. It's a failed attack, but there's absolutely no energy left to make it a good attack. This is a false one for me.
Yeah.
So this has to be a Shido for Gomez. Well, no, they give it. Well, I don't understand this.
For me too.
No,
that was a false attack.
There's the Ouchigari again. Hook on the other leg.
Keep going now. Now's the time to finish it off, and that is a drop. Because there was no attack there. You just want to get out of that situation.
If she comes away with this one, Sheldon, I'll handle it. I'll go myself. This was really poor.
And there is a second penalty on there. Almost. And this is the finish now.
So Melo back in the game.
If only she knew what we know. That you just need one more attack. And now we begin to sound like the coaches
Yeah, she could have spared herself a lot of energy.
Oh my goodness!
It's Gomez who counters her. Flat on her back. With the last bit of energy she's got. And it's Gomez who, after almost 11 minutes of fighting, wins the bronze medal. Unbelievable.
That was a battle and a half. Both athletes gave absolutely everything they had in that contest.
Sure. Well, and for Melau, she was so close of winning. Rosari on the board, still I think maybe 15 or 16 seconds. Controlling the fight. No, a bit more, it was 20 seconds. Gomez back in the game. And finally winning the bronze medal.
And the really sad thing is, well, the coach is there for Gomez. Melau had to walk out of the arena on her own because her coach is in the chair for the next German fighter. Maybe that was a walk that he wanted to avoid anyway.
Yeah.
Right, we've got the second of the bronze medal contest now. Katarina Sobieraszka of Poland is up against Samira Bock of Germany. It's Sobieraszka in the white judogi, Bock in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Lubomir Peter of Australia. Here's Dennis Thanages. He's catching his breath after that one.
Yeah. Well, that was an exciting bronze medal fight. So one more chance for Germany to win a medal today. But then Bock has to win against Sobieraszka from Poland. Quite a rush for the German coach as well. Yeah, gave everything in this fight, and now
he's got to go again.
Yeah.
Yes, not often we bring up that possibility, is it, of the coach having to go through the mill. The emotions are incredible, and here he is now having to focus on something else. Never thought about that.
No, it's difficult. Strong dominant grip from the Polish girl. You can see that Poca is having trouble with it, but that was a big chance for her to score Wazari. So Biaska brought herself in a really difficult situation. Oh, that's the real nice one. So it was Sobi Raska who was thinking of lifting her again. But a big Makikomi ended this bronze medal contest.
Classic finish as well. Look at the arm. Comes away. Helps to get the body turning.
Yeah, the total rotation.
Yeah. I love this. This is, you know, so aware of exactly what's required to get that finished. Really nice. Good work from Samira Bock, and I suppose small degree of compensation for having lost the first bronze medal contest, the Germans, and now hopefully Bock will be back around in the warm-up area to put the consoling arm around her teammate. You think? No.
I don't know. I don't know if they're friends or
was that your
opponents.
Was that your way, Dennis?
Not really. No.
Oh goodness. Right, we come now to the final of the under 70 kilo category. Ai Tsunoda of Spain goes up against Fidan Ogul of Turkey. It will be Tsunoda in the white judogi, Ogul in blue.
So we will see in the first minute if Ogul is capable of giving Tsunoda a hard time. And the start looks promising.
Any head-to-head? We're just checking up to see a bit of background for these two athletes.
Oh,
score, yeah.
No, not that I know of, but I think Tsunoda
Problems here,
is
Dennis.
going to show everybody why she is the reigning world champion. She's going to do it again. Wazari already on the board. She has to hold her down for 10 seconds.
Yeah, done.
It's over. So Tsunoda, after winning the Worlds last year, again a gold medal for Spain.
That was really methodical, wasn't it? Again, a really lovely look at the way that Tsunoda finishes her techniques.
Yeah, she's making sodas, and Seonaga is of course also on her knees and low, but sometimes so really upstanding with a big lift. Here it's upstanding. You don't see that so often, and because it's of course it's easier to jump underneath the power of your opponent than to walk towards the power of your opponent. But if you can lift out of that power, then yeah, you can throw somebody really hard. That's what she did. Score on the board afterwards, Newaza. She was absolutely the best today.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 70 kilo category. The first of the bronze medals goes to Adam Kopecki of Czechia. There's a bronze medal also for Eljan Hajiev of Azerbaijan. Silver medal goes to Arnaud Aregba of France. The gold medal goes to Mikhail Latisev of Moldova. Well, if there was entertainment on offer today, if there was a prize just for entertainment, I think Latisev would be up there claiming it. He really was terrific to watch. Still a junior and so much to come. I'll tell you what though, Hajiev wasn't far behind when it came for entertainment. Some quality judo on show in that under 81 kilo category. And now the national anthem of Moldova. Happy days for all those who made it this far to the podium. We were talking earlier on with one of the athletes, Dennis van der Geest, and myself, and I made probably the most dismissive comment by telling the youngster, she's only 17, well, you know, don't worry, you've got plenty of time, you're young. And Dennis quite correctly pointed out to me that right now, the thing that matters above everything is today's result. It's easy when you get a bit older to say, oh, don't worry, you've got plenty of time. But to be honest, he's quite right. What really matters
every
is
chance
the here
is
and now.
one, and that's also what she said. Like today, that's a chance. And of course, when it's not happening, then you just pick yourself up and you go on, continue till the next chance. But
coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 90 kilo category. Tonika Poladishvili of Georgia goes up against Alex Kret of Romania. It's Poladishvili in the white judogi, Kret in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Elizabeth Gonzalez of Mexico.
well, Poladishvili already has the first Shido for stepping off the contest area, what he did also quite often.
Surprise!
And I spoke to a few Georgians outside, and they did not understand why that was against Mitrovic. We will see him in the other bronze medal contest, Mitrovic from France. He just walked 2 times out of the contest area and without a reason or something, you know. Strange. Is that stress or what is it?
Uchimata from Kret, almost countered. Thinks about the shimmy, was it? Not over the mouth, it's over the eyes, that one.
Yeah, it was quite high. The Romanian gets some time in Newaza, but no chance of opening up something on the ground. So we're back in standing position, and Poladishvili tried to lift his opponent before. Maybe he can come up with an own technique.
He does look threatening with the counters, but as Dennis is suggesting, he needs to come up with his own, and then just as we say that, he does. But he's falling away from his opponent there, and that's going to make it difficult to complete the technique. Good grip now, but he gets taken over. Saikomi, don't worry about the competition area. Once it's started, you can use all of it.
Oh, that was
interesting.
No, it was good. Yeah, he threw his leg over, and that was just enough, because of course it's only 10 seconds, so the moment he he called or the hold down, or she.
Yeah.
I could not see. First was Ari.
Yes.
It went quite fast for my feeling. But it's Kret who wins the bronze medal. Poladashvili, 5th place for Georgia.
Disappointing, I think, given that he showed signs, flashes of exciting judo,
No,
and then he then showed signs of being completely unaware. Simple mistakes.
Well, yeah. What I will say, I saw him losing against Mitrovic, and it looked like he wasn't there, getting 3 shidos quite fast, and also in this fight. Yeah, I know for sure he wasn't fighting at his utmost, for sure not.
Yeah, it wasn't 100%. Right, coming up next, Miljan Radulja of Serbia goes up against Alexa Mitrovic of France. Radulja in the white judogi, Mitrovic in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ofer Ben-Zvi of Israel. Well, I've been impressed with Mitrovic, his work effort, nice looking judo.
Yep.
Just got to see if he can finish off now. Here he is with the chance of a medal. Milan Radul of Serbia stands in his way. Yeah.
Strange way to make this Tani Otoshi without a real lift. So this is a way to get yourself into big trouble, because if Radulja just hooks in his leg and turns around,
Radul picks up a penalty. Plenty of time left. We just had a minute.
yeah, but you see the confidence growing with the Frenchman. Yes! Score!
Couldn't come up with the osaikomi to finish it off.
No, and of course here was also the moment that he fell flat on his on his bum, and afterwards landing quite hard on his back. Still was Ari. Sometimes you see different outcomes, but you saw that Mitrovic is feeling more and more confident, also in his gripping.
Right side Uchimata attempt from Radul, but again falling away from his opponent as he finished it off the attack. That's a better one.
That's a good one.
Little coach, he just had Mitrovic stumbling.
So it's not over yet. 2 more minutes.
No, that was a nice touch.
There's a chance for Radulje. He had the grip he wanted. And again.
He's threatening with that Uchimata, and it's a good entry. Just lost contact with the hand there.
Shido now for Mitrovic. 1.5 minutes to go.
Be a real shocker if Radulje can come back from this point.
Well, the first few minutes it was Mitrovic who completely controlled the fight with the grips. But
again, lost contact with the hands.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have the power to really throw him, but you never know.
Because it's a nice entry. He gets the footwork right, gets into a reasonable position.
Yeah, but you see the moment that Mitrovic puts in front of his hip, you know, the hara, that is that strong that directly the grip is broken. It's not because of the grips. It's just because you feel like you're walking into a wall, like, and you cannot break it.
Well, time for Mitrovic to gather himself in readiness for Radulje to return to the mat. Here he comes now, and when he does, it's always a question of who this benefits more. Radulje to go off and have some treatment, maybe think about it, or Mitrovic to stand there and think, well, when he gets back I'm going to see him off.
Yeah, strange thing, sometimes you have like 1 or 2 minutes rest because of this medical treatment, and then you start in the fight, and then after 5 seconds you're just as tired as you were before the 2 minutes. It absolutely helps you nothing.
Just looking to see where the Uchimata effort from Miljan Radulje is failing.
Yeah, but I don't understand why he takes so much time. Like, now he starts to fight, now there's Uchimata, but he lost 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Waiting for the grips, now he's in Newaza, so for me that this is already he shows that maybe he already gave up a little bit, because now you have to run to your opponent, try to get your last chance. It will be now.
It's gone now.
Uchimata again. No,
yeah.
It's Mitrovic who's going to win for sure. There's 4 seconds on the clock. Well, we've seen crazy things, but cannot believe that he will give it away in this last 4 seconds. Mitrovic from France winning the bronze medal.
Yes, it was always going to be a tough one for Miljan Radulje, and I just feel that he almost gave us his best, but there were a few things that let him down tactically, and then of course the execution of his favourite Uchimata. That didn't come off in that bronze medal contest. In fact, it was a failed entry that allowed Mitrovic to take it over and take him back.
Yeah, but
For the only
Mitrovic was he was the boss
Yeah.
in this fight, and yeah, well, what can you do about it? He was stronger in the grips, you know. Also, score like this, you can see that he's the more dominant, stronger fighter.
I get the feeling that Mitrovic may also have been Serbian before he went to France
Could be.
with the name.
Yeah,
That's why they were so.
could be.
Of the under 90 kilo category. Safrani Peter of Hungary goes up against Jahongir Mamat Rakimov of Uzbekistan. It's Safrani in the white judogi, Mamat Rakimov in blue.
Safrani defending his title.
The referee in the middle for this one is Ganbold Niamtsov of Mongolia. Safrani just takes a bit of a whack. He got one to the chin, and it was Mamat Rakimov who got one to the back of the head. All accidental, but very uncomfortable for both fighters. Anyhow, we're back underway. You're going to have to keep a close eye on gripping here. We saw Safrani involved in a gripping exchange with one of the Japanese earlier on that led to the Japanese being disqualified. That was Todaka Yanosuke in round 2. Put him out early.
Yeah, that was the first fight for both. But I was standing next to Safrani. He's so tall for this weight category, and he makes so good use of his tall legs, tall arms. It's quite difficult to fill the gap, but here he does it. Mamat Rakimov throws him for a big ippon. What a lift. Yes, and it could be Wasari, but this lift and then I was just saying like how difficult it is to get close to Safrani. Well, this was the way to do it. Just the hand way around the back, lifting him up. He needed that Haragoshi as well. Ippon given. So it's Mamat Rakimov from Uzbekistan who wins the gold medal.
Right. Now,
yeah, I love this one.
You can put out the window. You can put out the window any thoughts of, oh, he didn't land on this part of the body and everything. Hey, there are some times when you know you've been thrown. This was one of them.
Yeah.
He gets absolutely thumped here. Now, of course, you can be that little bit technical and say, well, he didn't land, you know, with this amount of this or that. Look, the rule says largely on his back, not flat on his back, largely on his back. And for me, I'm okay with that.
No, but also Safrani, you can see that there was absolutely no. There's. He puts his hand, but you know he knows that he's in big trouble. But this lift from this Uzbekistan guy, and then the twist. That's the style you see. They do it so often. They come close to you like in some sort of wrestling style, make a big lift. And the lift is like straight forward, and then they twist with the hips to the left or to the right. That's a way to finish a final
absolutely.
block.
Right, we move quickly to the awarding ceremony for women in the under 70 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the International Judo Federation Sport Director, Mr. Michael Tamura. The first of the bronze medals goes to Samira Bock of Germany. There's a bronze medal also for Idelanis Gomez of Cuba. Silver medal goes to Fidan Ogul of Turkey. For the gold medal goes to Ai Tsunoda of Spain. And now the national anthem of Spain.
This was for me the one that well, continued her gold medal after last year. That was without a doubt that she was the best. Yesterday I was really impressed by Van Lieshout from the Netherlands, but had a difficult fight against the Italian once and had maybe a bit of luck, or well, sometimes you need this. Tsunoda made no mistakes today, won all her fights, and was absolutely the best.
It's a third world title for Tsunoda, having won the Cadet World Championships in 2019.
Okay.
And then last year, the juniors, and now retaining her title.
And if I look at her size, you know, she's not that tall.
No, that's her weight category.
Yes, and then making her standing seonages, standing sodes. This is definitely a girl to watch the next few years.
We've got another awarding ceremony to come, so don't go anywhere quite yet. And then Dennis and I will do a wrap-up at the end, where I'll just ask Dennis, you know, who he thought was best, what he enjoyed most from the day. But yeah, we're just waiting for the athletes in the under 90 kilo category to get ready and lined up, and I think they are now. Oh, we were waiting for the flags to get put in position, and I think that looks like it. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 90 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the head refereeing director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Armen Bagdasarov. The first of the bronze medals goes to Alexa Mitrovic of France. There's a bronze medal also for Alex Kret of Romania. Silver medal goes to Safrani Peter of Hungary. But the gold medal goes to Jakhongir Mamatrakimov of Uzbekistan. And now the national anthem of Uzbekistan. As the winning quartet in the under 90 kilo category. Right, let's have a look at what went on today, and to give us the highlights, here is Dennis van der Geest. Your thoughts then on anything that you want to pick out? What stood out for you?
Well, let's start with Tsunoda, also showing that she is capable of winning medals at the World Tour. I think she was in the final with Sanne van Dijk in Tbilisi, and so this girl makes a lot of fights already, not only in the juniors, also in the seniors. And what you mentioned, this is her third world title, winning the gold medal at the cadets, afterwards winning at the juniors, and then winning again. And the way she won today was absolutely convincing. In the final, I really enjoyed the Turkish fighter Ogel. Gave everything, but you could really see that in the final there was a big difference in you know, the difference was too big. There was no chance for her to get close to Tsunoda. So I think definitely a real strong appearance from her, and a beautiful gold medal. We've seen two absolutely good fights from the Germans, one that was one of the strangest bronze medal fights, of course. The lasted really long. that coach had a really hard time losing the first bronze medal contest. Afterwards, Samira Bok made it a bit better for him because she was the bronze medalist. And then we go to the men. We had the 81s, of course, and in the 81s we just saw Latisev from Moldova winning. And he was in the semi-final, Wazari down, and in the final he was a Wazari down. But that doesn't mean that you cannot win, because a Wazari is not an Ippon. And that happened in the semi-final, where he threw his opponent Bonferroni for Ippon. And in the final he did it again against Arekba from France. And then in the 90s, the big champion from last year was Sofrani, and he was on a mission today. You could see it, not taking any risk. Really tall fighter, strong with his grips. I think for sure that he can show better judo than he did today, but this was the way that brought him into the final. And he also in the final maybe he was winning because it was quite difficult for Mamad Rakhimov to come close to him. But then this Uzbekistan style, you know, the wrestling style, they just come on your back, lift you straight up, and then they can make the turn to the left or to the right. And that's exactly what he did. And he ended this final block with a massive ippon, and that's what we want to see.
Yep, those were the impressive moments for me as well. I enjoyed a lot of the judo today, quite spectacular. We had quite a number of ippons as well. We had a minor slip in one of the weight categories, but they managed to sort it out, luckily enough. It doesn't happen very often. The Japanese, well, they weren't in it today at all.
And still, you know, we were talking about the Japanese, that they weren't there last year. Well, they're here now. And I sometimes, you know, at the junior worlds, like when you see Ono, someone special, you know, oh, this is the new big champion. I did not know until now, but we have tomorrow with 4 more weight categories. Maybe there's one that will surprise us, but until now it's not the Japanese that are that dominant as they are in the senior tour.
Right, well they may not have hit the medal podium today, but they still managed to top the medal table at the end of day 3. 3 gold medals for the Japanese, and there is 1 each for Italy, Turkey, Uzbekistan, Spain, the Republic of Moldova, Tajikistan and the Netherlands. If you want to have a look at whomsoever else has taken a medal, then click on live.ijf.org and go to standings, and you'll find everything there. Dennis has just mentioned that we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be back a little bit later. I think the start time for tomorrow, I just want to check that with Philip, is 12:30, he says. No, he says
he's making some signs like that. 1 and 2, 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock.
Is that 12? That's you learned that at school, did you? That 1 and 2 is 12.
Well, 1 and 2, yeah, you can make everything out of it, but let's say that it's 12 o'clock, and that's 12 o'clock local time, of course. So if you want to know what time it is in your own country, look at Guayaquil or Ecuador. That's the time, 12 o'clock we will start, and we have 4 weight categories. the heavyweights, of course, for women under 78 and plus 78, and for men under 100 and plus 100 kilo tomorrow. 4 weight categories.
Right, we look forward to your company tomorrow. From Philip, all the broadcast team, Dennis van der Geest and myself, it's bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Join IJF NFT.